It was naturally a disappointing result against Barrytown United ladies last weekend, but what positives have you been able to take from the game?
Many is the answer to that. I think as the coach, you are the guardian of hope and optimism, so it is your responsibility to find the positives out of performances like that, as you say, in particular when it's such a close game and you've done ever so well and you walk away not getting what you think that you deserved at the end of it. So there were many positives. Some of our younger players have done really well yet again, but it was the manner in which we set out with the focus and the professionalism of all of the players that needs to be applauded. And you know, just coming home on the bus as a coaching staff, we reviewed the game, we looked at the performances, how well we'd done. Obviously there are things that we need to pick up on that we could have done better. For example, the 2 goals that we conceded, or maybe at the other end, the sharp end, where the finishing in the final third just lacked that precision right at the end. But in terms of the journey that we're on and where we've come from and where we're going to, there were many positives. I'm really proud of the players, of the team. I'm truly grateful to the coaching staff who've helped the players and prepared them. The progress that we've made in this league this season is absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately for us, there were no 3 points at the end of that long journey again, so it is important that we are able to reflect and to see that we are doing things in the right way and we are moving forward. This is a transformational journey, we know that, and we've got to be patient. And people might say, well, how can you be patient? You know, that's another week gone, it's another game gone, it's another 3 points where you've not got anything. But we're in this for the long haul, so we're optimistic and we were really pleased with what we saw.
And looking at the table, you could say it's a case of down, but certainly not out. It is at the moment a 2-horse race to avoid the drop, but there's still certainly plenty to be motivated about and plenty of points to play for.
Sure, you know, we are one more week closer to the end, one more game closer to the end. As you rightly point out, there are still 5 games to play, but after another weekend, fortunately, the situation at the bottom hasn't changed, you know, so it's still in our hands. We've got 5 games to play, 3 of which are at home. So, you know, it's up to us to be in the right position at the right time to do the right things. And of course, as the coach, as the head coach, that's my responsibility. I'm the person that picks the team. I'm the person that, you know, leads the way in preparation and what we do off the pitch to be in a position moving forward. So the plan hasn't changed. We know exactly where we're going. We know exactly what we're doing. And we are within a whisker of turning the tables.
And it's a departure from the league this weekend as we host Cardiff Met in the Adran Trophy. They're on an excellent run of form at the moment, 10 wins on the bounce. It goes without saying it's an extremely tough fixture.
Well, at the end of the day, it's 2 teams, 11 versus 11 on a grass pitch, albeit an AstroTurf pitch with, you know, a ball and 3 officials. We'll just get on with the game. We'll prepare as well as we possibly can. You know, we're undaunted by the prospect of playing in a semi-final. We are relishing that prospect. It's not every team or every year that you can play in a semi-final. So that's an opportunity for us. It's certainly not a threat. We're not sort of, I don't know, daunted by the prospect of hosting Cardiff Met in any way, shape or form. We'll relish the challenge. We'll do our homework and we'll be as ready and prepared as we possibly can. And if the players go out with the focus and the attitude that they did last weekend, then it'll be a really good game, and one that I'm sure those people that come to watch will thoroughly enjoy. We'll obviously be doing our utmost to enjoy the occasion as much as anybody.
And no doubt you would like to go on and win the cup, of course, but staying in the league is probably a priority if that were to be sorted in that sort of list of categories there, Andy. Nothing to lose in some ways as you look at the game on the weekend, but it's a chance to get back into momentum as far as playing time's concerned, minutes on the pitch is concerned, as you then continue with the league the week after.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I went on record, I think last week or the week before, saying it's been a difficult winter period of, you know, 8 weeks without games at a competitive level, and really, you know, for the National League that needs looking at, because, you know, it doesn't help anybody at all in terms of the quality and the standards and the media exposure that everyone wants for this league. We want it to be high profile, we want to turn everybody's eye towards the league. And of course you can only do that if there's stuff to get excited about, and with no games that isn't there, that impacts on the players. We're trying to be as professional as we can, and it's difficult for them as amateurs when it's very bitty. They want that schedule, they want that consistency. So we're fortunate that we've got a competitive game this weekend, because as you say, if we weren't in the semi-final, we'd be another weekend without a game, and that's really hard to build that momentum. It's really hard to then, as you say, gel the side and get into any sort of rhythm, which is what we're after. So yeah, another good opportunity for us to do that, as you say.
And finally, Andy, what's the availability of players?
Well, there'll be one or two missing this weekend, so we're not quite sure. Similar to last weekend, we will need to pull in a couple of our under-19s just to extend the squad. But we're working on a few ideas of what our squad and team might look like this weekend, so it's just a little bit too early in the week to tell at the moment.